Yes, yes, I figured it out. The problem was I had, okay, give me 1 second. All right, I figured it out. This is what the problem was. Okay, when I was trying to do live stream from YouTube, it wouldn't allow me to do it. So the live stream that I did tonight, I had to use Google Hangouts. But I figured out what the problem was. I had the camera for YouTube live stream, it was being used by Skype. So I had to go in there and figure it out. I had to watch some videos. So I had to it was something so simple. So what I did, I had to turn off the camera access for Skype, and then that allowed the YouTube live stream the ability to access the camera. But before then, I kept getting this this warning, and it kept saying your camera is being used by another application. So I couldn't do the live stream because of that. And that's why the live stream that I did tonight, it didn't go as smooth as I wanted it to because I couldn't see the actual chat. Because on Google Hangouts through YouTube, you can't see the chats unless they sharing the screen. So I'm happy that I finally figured this out. So the next live stream, it'll be straight through like YouTube the regular way, not doing the Hangouts. So I'm happy I figured this out. Yeah, man. Yes. So this is just a test run. Oh, and through subscriber suggestions, let me know when you all would like me to do the next live stream. So just leave it in the comment section. Give me a good time that can work for everybody, and we'll go from there. This is just a test run. I finally figured out how to do this thing. And now, since I know we're going to be doing live streams on a regular basis, I'm going to get the super chat going. Yes, yes, yes. I knew if I stayed persistent, I would figure it out. What's up, I am Spirit? What's up? What up, Javia? Shout outs. Hey, hey, Lee. The only thing I can say for that is I can't tell you a yes or no answer for that. You saying, I mean, what have I told you anything wrong thus far? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the best it's going to get on YouTube. That's all I can say for that. I mean, you don't judge a person, you judge the information. It's not about me. My face covered up. I don't care. It's about what I'm saying. It's just information. Yeah, what's good? How many of you all was at the live stream tonight? I think I'm gonna start doing these spur of the moment live streams as well, since I got it figured out now. Yes, I'm so excited, man. It's 4:13 Eastern Standard Time. That's what's up, Lee. That's what's up, I am Spirit. Yeah, be a regular, man. The first 30 minutes of the live stream I did tonight, I don't know what happened to it. Appreciate that, Lone Lion Mills Da Vinci. I like that name too. Salute. So I've been up all night trying to figure this thing out, man. I finally got it. Finally got it figured out. Just up eating some cereal. Yo, they can't stop me now. Y'all go back and watch that live stream I did. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I figured out the live stream. We back on now. It's back popping how it was. I'm in the studio, Left Side of Brain Studios, light in the background. Ugh. So y'all let me know what you think. Let me know when I should do the next live stream. Am I taking callers? What up, MGTOW Crash Bandicoot? I like that name. It reminds me of a video game. Lone Lion, Mills Da Vinci. Am I taking callers? I would, man, but next live stream, I got you, man. Ask me a question, though. I mean, I see you in the chat. I mean, ask me a question. You got a question? I'll take. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start doing 30-minute live stream Q&As where you can just come and ask questions. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll see. We'll see. You mean the Q&A session? Because I'm not gonna do a live stream tomorrow, but I'll do a Q&A session. All right, Lee, Long Lion, you can do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I do that Q&A session. And question your POV. What do you mean by that? Oh, my point of view about. Oh, okay, I got you. So, what y'all think? The Q&A sessions, is that a good idea? Uh, Most people who have souls normally are autistic or have Asperger's. Is there any link in that? Well, what I can say is I did a video and I said I am a social, I suffer from social misfit disorder, meaning I don't fit in. So I think that's a mental disability. You know, autism is another form of mental disability. Having a soul in this world, it can be classified as a mental disability because mentally you're not able to connect with the other people around you. So you can very well classify that as a form of mental instability. According to them, that's what they would define it as. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the feedback. So I'll do that Q&A session, and I'll have a call-in number, and I'll figure out the super chat how to do that. Yeah. So just letting y'all know, we back up in business. I know how to do the regular type of live stream again. That way, when I upload it, it won't be chopped off at the beginning. That's good. What's good? What up, Jack? Yeah. Am I? You said just like to let you know if you. Oh, okay. Resonating to the message. Good. Good. That's good. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that. I just spoke about that. I'm gonna start doing just uh strictly Q&A sessions where we just do strictly Q&A and not just me, just people calling in and just we building. I don't mind doing that because it's not all about me. It's about the Jaguar family. Yeah. What's your question, Lee? What's your question? A live stream when they're I mean, I don't make eye contact with people like that because when you making eye contact with people, you trigger a response inside of them. It's like turning a game on, you know? Don't look at people. If you can avoid it, don't look at people. Don't look at people in their eyes. It's not necessary. Avoid as much unnecessary stuff as you can in this life when you're dealing in the public. Less is best. You can tell you can tell basically who is who. You don't have to even speak out of your mouth. I mean, once your eyes is open, you can just look at people and tell. Like me, I can look at a person and figure them out within the first 5 seconds of looking at them. Spirits communicate without speaking words. They feel each other. Behind every person, there is a spirit. It's either going to be agreeable or disagreeable with you. That's what it boils down to. That's why I say the secret wars, the secret wars is us versus them. Because if everybody had an agreeable spirit, there would be no war on this earth. Wars are fought because of disagreeable spirits. Don't ask me about am I a Capricorn? I told y'all, and I don't mean to sound rude. I am spirit. I don't do that astrology stuff. Everybody on this channel knows that. I don't give a fuck about no astrology. I haven't read no astrology chart in my entire life, and I'm perfectly fine. I don't need that shit. I don't do all that astrology stuff. That's for them fake channels. I don't do no astro cards, none of that shit. I don't believe in that. I'm not under that type of programming. I'm all the constellations. I'm everything. I don't do that shit. I ain't got time for that bullshit. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying. Don't ask me my zodiac, none of that. I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with survival. Well, you say you are currently a computer science student and currently studying programming. Is there any link between programming and how organic portals are programmed to behave? Well, here's the thing. Everybody is under a programming. I'm under programming. They under programming. Programming is not a bad thing. It's just what you are programmed to do. That's what matters. So everybody is under a programming. Our bodies is under a programming. Our heartbeats are under a programming. So yes, there is a connection to there is a connection to how they behave. The book of Revelations, yes, there is a that's a good book. Is there an end to the universe? Well, no. Yes and no. There is an end to this world that we live in, but the entire universe, there's no end to it because it's so large. This is just like a speck of rice in comparison to the entire universe. The Milky Way galaxy, you know how small that is? It's billions of galaxies. So even if the Earth came to an end, that don't mean a whole entire universe is coming to an end. So for that question, no, you can't put an end to space and darkness. Oh, what's good? We got somebody from Slovenia in the house. What up? That's right. Universe is endless. What up, Sam Raven? I got it back running, man. I got the regular live stream thing back running. So you can call in next time. I wouldn't doubt it if there is a start at SARS. 426 still going. Left side of the brain. Jaguar Nation. It's 4:26 a.m. where I'm at. Eastern Standard Time. So it's early in the morning and I'm still up. My sleep pattern is very strange. I love the hours between like 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. I love those hours. That's the time I do those red light editions. I love from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's like the best time of the day for me. That's when the real people be up because people who don't think deep, they go to sleep early. They don't understand the importance of them. Those 3 hours between 2 and 5, those are the best hours. That's when your mind just opens up. You get all type of information between the hours of 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. I live for the night. Yup. Why we born to this world? Because this is a go. You have to watch the video I did, The Great Falling Away. It explains all of that. It's in the red light edition. Go on my video timeline, go to the red light edition, The Great Falling Away. It explains all of that in detail. I saw your comments tonight. I was looking at it on my phone, but it wasn't coming up the screen like it is now because I wasn't doing it through YouTube. I was doing it through Google Hangouts. What do I think of Egyptian Kemet teachings? Do you think it's more valid than your teaching, or is it the same? First of all, let me get something straight. I don't have no teaching. I'm just unveiling a perspective that already existed before me. Nobody has a patent on truth because something that's given to me, it was given to me. I can't say it's mine. I'm just the channel or the gateway. Anybody can um be a vessel. You got to allow yourself. You got to clean yourself out. You have to accept the truth. But to answer your question, a lot of the things that they say they taught in Egypt, I don't believe nobody really knows that. Because, first of all, I don't think that anybody knows how to read hieroglyphs. I think that's a myth. So, how would they know what they taught if they can't read the hieroglyphs? That's my thing. I can't answer that question because I don't know how to read hieroglyphs. I don't know how to read them. Maybe somebody do. I don't. See, it's a lot of pseudo information out here in this world. A lot of pseudo information. And people, they say a lot of things to sell books. I don't do that. I don't fabricate the truth. A lot of people do that. I don't do that. So I don't know what they taught in ancient Egypt. I wasn't there. I don't know. I just know what I know now. Everybody who sleep, they missing out on this. This is the aftermath of tonight's live stream, impromptu style. I don't know what ghosts are, if they glitches in the matrix or not. I don't know. I don't fabricate information just to sound like I know everything. I don't know everything. I don't know the answer to that. How would anybody, ask yourself this, how would anybody know that? It's a lot of people who say things because they just want to sell books. They want to make a name for themselves. I'm not that type of person. I don't know if a ghost is a glitch in the matrix. How would I know that? I don't know what it means when all kinds of animals come up to you. I'm not a fortune teller. You see? I'm not no charlatan. I don't know. Uh I don't know, man. Some of this stuff you gotta ask yourself. Oh, the ego, now that's something I can speak about. I talked about that tonight. Um I talked about the ego when I did the red light edition about the elements. Go back and look at that red light edition. That's one thing I do speak about. The ego is what I was speaking about tonight, feeding the need. The ego is what drives you to do everything that you do. The ego is what we compete against. We compete against other people's egos because everybody, they want to be validated by the next person. Everybody is looking for attention from somebody. Most of the time, it just happens to be negative attention. Negative attention is uh, anything that attracts a response from somebody that doesn't better the world around you. That's just negative attention. Positive attention is what I'm doing right now. That's the difference. Because it's helping the world around me. That's the difference between positive attention and negative attention. So everybody has an ego. Even I have an ego. But if it's driven in a negative way, that's where the problem comes in. You got to have an ego to compete in this world. You don't kill them physically, because if you kill somebody, you have violated their right. It don't matter if they negative, it don't matter if they positive. If you kill anybody, you have violated their right to exist. What you do, you kill them in another form by not giving them the power over you. They are parasites. They will die when you turn your back on them. You don't have to kill them. When you kill them, you are saying that they are real or equal to you. But I'm a man that I'm a mentalist, so I can kill somebody with my thoughts. I don't have to physically harm them. You see, because everything began with thinking. So I can take somebody out just thinking about it. I'll avoid them. By avoiding them, you have killed them. You don't have to do it physically. Just avoid certain people, avoid situations, because ultimately, everybody is going to die. I don't have to kill someone because that's just unnecessary. The person you don't like, they don't like you, you don't like them, fine. You don't have to deal with them. They're going to die anyway. Yeah, I heard of I heard of the 13th son and all that type of stuff. I'm like this. Any of them people dealing with astrologies, zodiac, all of that, I don't mess with that type of stuff. Even when I go on people Instagram pages and they have all these zodiac charts and all these pictures of all these kundalini serpents and all of this onks and all that, those type of people, they don't know what, they not really awakened because they too formal. They got a bunch of makeup on. They not real. It's like a girl who have to put on a whole bunch of makeup. You don't have to decorate your house in chakra with chakra posters and all of that. That don't impress me. That's just form and fashion. That don't mean anything. I don't get into astrology and all of that stuff because it has nothing to do with survival. If you was out in the forest by yourself, what good is a personality chart? If you was lost at sea by yourself, what good is your astrology sign? Can you live off of that? Can you if you in the desert, can you read your astrology to get some water? No, you're gonna be looking for some water. If you hungry, you want to go to a an astrologist to give you an astrology reading? No, you're gonna go to the grocery store. So that's why I don't involve myself with that. Foolishness. Foolishness, foolishness. We already in nature. Like people talking about coming back to nature and stuff. What's coming back to nature? This I spoke about that tonight. This body right here, this is nature. This right here is nature. I'm already in nature. I'm inside of my body. You can't get no more natural than this. I'm a body, a human body. How much more natural can you get? It don't matter. It doesn't matter where I'm at in the world. I'm still surrounded by trees, oceans, and forests. Even if I'm in New York City, I'm still surrounded by mountains somewhere in the world. I'm surrounded by something natural. It's not about where you at. It's about what's on the inside. You can be in a forest and not right in your mind. It don't matter where you at. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe in the Illuminati? It exists. I don't have to believe in it. It exists. Yes, there is a ruling class of elitists that run this world. Yes, that's everywhere. It's the Illuminati is when you work on a job, you got a manager, he got somebody over him, that manager got somebody over him, and it's a chain of command that goes all the way up. But I don't really talk about all of that Illuminati stuff because it's pointless. Because what is it going to change? I talk about stuff that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. That's what I speak about. Um, we already they already control us. You know, we got birth certificates, social security numbers, but y'all still having children. But you're talking about the Illuminati. You talk about the Illuminati, but you're still having kids who have to get a social security number and a birth certificate. But you talk about the Illuminati. And when I say don't have kids, some people they get on me for saying that, but then those very people would talk about the Illuminati. So it don't make sense. I'm talking about escaping. They talking about bringing more people into this thing. You want to keep putting a extra piece of wood into the furnace. So hear me out and hear me loud and clear. If somebody's talking about astrology, they not real. If they talking about unless they calling it a lie and evil and demonic like I do, then you shouldn't even be listening to that person. If they talking about having kids and not saying that having kids is something that you shouldn't do when you become aware of what's taking place, then you shouldn't even be listening to that person. Well, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't be listening to them because they still may have some information that they can offer you, but you can rest assured that this channel you're going to get all of the real information. The other channels they may have some information, but if they're not getting to the core, put it like this: if a person is still talking about astrology, I know that person. They not awakened upstairs. They don't get it yet. They don't get it. And if they still talking about they want to have kids and all of that, they not awakened upstairs. That's right. So I just I look at it like this. You only live once. So you may as well find out what it's all about. Because I would rather die knowing that I seeked out the ultimate truth than dying like everybody else. Because that's the only thing that can separate you from everybody else. If death is the fate for everybody, I would rather be unique by being the one person who at least died on a true quest for knowledge rather than just dying like everybody else with an ignorant mind, just dying, living a pointless life. But I feel like life is not pointless if you search for the truth. If you have that type of mind like me, that's open and question things and seek infinite wisdom, then your life was not in vain. But if you live opposite to that, then your life was in vain. You just died like a roach. Roaches don't seek wisdom. You basically died like a roach. Your value of life, if you died like that, was no more than a roach or a housefly. Yep. Yeah. That is true. We are the chosen ones. The us. When you seek out that, like I said, uh, you are the salvation that you're looking for by accepting the truth. Like salvation is truth and it's right there for you, but it can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. Desire to do right is like taking your finger and pushing a button. We can't do everything right. So it's the desire that counts. I can't live up to everything that's right. No man can do that. But I have the desire to, a sincere desire live live to the best of my abilities. Are pets, do they have souls? Um, That's a good question. I feel like animals and all of that, those are things that are I spoke about that too. That's all of that stuff came about during the time of the great falling away. All animals and everything, they represent different emotions that's inside of us in animal form. Like you see a pig and somebody got a pig nature. You see a cheetah, somebody thinks fast. So the cheetah is like the animal form of a fast thinking person. Every animal is just a part of who we are because really everything is just a brain. That's why I did a video, Gray Lives Matter, and it's symbolic to the gray matter of the brain. Because if you strip away everything, like how you look, skin, flesh, and bones, and you would just be a brain plugged into this system like everything else. Everything is just a brain. Gray lives matter. Everything is just a brain. You know? What makes you different is your body. A dog, he has a body, but he also has a brain. That's the commonality between all animal life forms on this planet. We have brains. Your body, the function of the body, it just carries your brain around. This whole physical frame, it just carries the brain around. Your brain is the computer. So it's almost like if you did a transplant, took an animal brain, put it in a human body. That's how some people act. They act like animals because they got an animal brain. They in a lower self thinking like an animal. So what makes them any different than an animal besides the body that they in? Some animals act more civilized than humans. If you gave the human brain to gorillas, it's nothing that we could do to them. They would run this world. It's nothing we could do to them because they got the strength of 10 grown men, a gorilla. It's just that they don't have the amount of ego that we have. That's what makes man want to go and conquer everything and put animals in zoos, and because man has this ego thing that those animals don't have. They don't see the nature as something that you conquer. They just see it like you eat enough for the day and you fine. They don't see it like we see it. They're not about conquest and taking over the globe. But if they had that type of mind that we have, is nothing we could do to stop them. Yup. 1 second. Gray lives matter. Left side of the brain. This is a test run. Yeah, man. Like I was saying, like them animals, if they had an ego like us, it's nothing we can do. It would be nothing we could do to them. Like if imagine an army of gorillas with human intelligence, they would be unstoppable. Yep. Do I think that's a good question? Somebody asked, "Do I think Jesus is real and will he?" Yeah, I said, "Gray lives matter." Yeah, that's what I said. Do you think Jesus is real and will he come back? Well, that's a good question. Um, it's like this. The thing about religion is this: when they wrote religion, they didn't put an expiration on it. And the thing about Jesus coming back, it you can't say it will happen or it won't happen because it's no expiration on it. It can be another 20 years and people will still be saying, is Jesus coming back? Because when they wrote religion, see, if they would have put a definite date on the return of Jesus, and if that day didn't come up, and if it fell short, that would be the end of the religion. Nobody would believe in it. Nobody would have faith in that religion anymore. But because they didn't do that, the religion does not have an expiration date because you didn't give it a final hour. That's why they created the religion like that, because it keeps it running. You see, it has no expiration date. Yup. Do I believe UFOs and aliens visiting Earth is true? Um, Let me ask you this: you could be a UFO. I mean, you could be an alien. How do you know? I mean, just because you look like a human, that don't mean nothing. You don't know if you from another planet or not. Sometimes I really think I'm from another planet because I don't act like none of these people. And the fact that I'm allergic to pollen, like I thought about that. Like, why would I be allergic to pollen if I was from the earth? It don't make sense. I think people that's allergic to pollen, they have some type of extraterrestrial stuff going on because why would I be allergic to something that's on the earth? Why would I have a allergic reaction to something? And I'm an earth being, you see? So, and I'm a negative O blood type. And if you know anything about negative O blood, it's considered not of this world because it doesn't have the RH factor or the rhesus monkey antigen inside of it. So I am O negative. I don't have the RH factor inside of my blood. So I could be an alien. Alien doesn't mean green, slimy, or something that looks like the predator. That's just a Hollywood version of an alien. I think alien is the way you think. Because when you talk about aliens, you're talking about creatures with higher intelligence than us. That's what we would call aliens. Right? So yeah, I'm an alien. That fits me. Like I tell y'all, I'm in the year 2020 right now. Yup. I see a little conversation going on in the chat. That's good. Yeah. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I didn't even intend for this to go on as long as it did. This is just a test run. Um, Thanks for those who showed up. It's just a test run. Now that I have it, we can start doing these more regular. Now that I figured out the problem. All right. So this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna leave this up. You can go back and watch it. Until we meet again, this Left Side of the Brain signing out.